Okay, so this is the starting cinematic to my level. I wanted to showcase the level in interest in me with the camera movements and to display each of the rooms that the player will encounter. However, I didn't want to show off too much of this room because it contains a puzzle solution to one of my puzzles in the level. So I'll jump right into it now. So this is where the player will spawn in the level, and the idea of where my level is set is in a damaged spaceship. As you can see, I've removed one of the normal walls that is here and replaced it with a damaged wall, and also placed some pipes down and some wires, and also created a custom smoke particle to spill out here to give the idea that the ship is damaged. So they will come into here, and this is just a simple start node to the door puzzle solution. They will grab the cube, put it on the start node, and it opens the door. They will come into this other hallway, and they will see another puzzle solution that is very similar to the previous one. So they will think to grab the cube and put it on the start node. However, when they would do this, the door doesn't open, and it says to go to the door on your right. As you can hear, there's a countdown, and the door will eventually shut on the player. I put the time delay of 10 seconds, so it gives the player enough time to reach the door, but if they do not reach the door in time, they will not be able to progress in the level. So this is the main part of the level. I use multiple different quite high-res sci-fi mesh packs from the Unreal marketplace, and I think they work well together. I've added small details like this desk and shelves to give extra life to the level. So they will see these two doors here, and this sign contains a riddle that the player will have to solve, and each of the door has a potential answer to this riddle. They will need to place a cube on each start node to the door, to the answer that they think is correct. So the player will need to find those two cubes. So they will go into this room. This is just a simple jumping pad, jumping puzzle. It's not too hard. They go into here and enter this room, and they will see this rather strange pattern on the floor. So I've added this sign here to give a hint to the player that they will need to remember this pattern. And what this pattern is a puzzle solution to one of my levels. So the player will need to remember that in order to complete that puzzle and to finish the level. So they will grab this cube, go out here, and jump down here and exit through the door eventually, and they will place the cube on what the start node is connected to what they think is the right answer to this riddle. For the purposes of this, I will put it on the correct answer. So they will then go to this room here, and they will see that there's another cube over there. That's the second cube that they need to open the door. So they will jump on this pipe, and this one, and down here, and over here, and onto this, grab the cube, and on here, and here, and here. So they've got the second cube to place on these start nodes, and this will open the door. So if the player chooses the wrong answer, the door will open just like that does, and it will fall into just a hole with a sign that says that they've got it wrong, they will need to try again. I did try to put a damage pit there, but it just respawns them to the last checkpoint that they walked over, so it wasn't so they could just choose the correct answer and complete the puzzle, the level. But I wanted them to make it more challenging and for them to resolve the whole level. So they will go into here and over here, and I've put a barrier there so they can't bring any of the cubes into here, and to use only the cubes that's provided in this room. So the sign says that I hope you remember the pattern, to give them a hint that the pattern in one of the previous puzzle rooms is used in order to solve this puzzle. So I place a cube on here to give to throw off the player. It's not in the correct position if they remember the pattern. So this is the correct pattern. And then we'll place the cubes on these start nodes and it will open the door. I kind of made it in the style of a to make it look like a keypad, so they can enter this room like this one here. Once they enter this room, this is the cockpit of the level of the spaceship, and this is kind of where the player needs to reach in order to finish the level. So they would go up here and then the level ends.